Flint's deaf community demands essential ASL interpreters for vital information access.
Interpreter there. I saw Ms. Johnson, Ms. Priestley, Ms. Mouchette sitting up there with the mayor, and nobody yet and still thought that a sign language interpreter might be needed for this life-saving information for deaf people. People want to think that closed captioning is enough, but I must let you know that closed captioning is not the same as ASL. ASL is a completely different language, and many deaf people are not well versed in English because 85%, more than 85% of deaf children are born to hearing parents, therefore being deprived of language because parents are encouraged to assimilate deaf children instead of teaching them their natural sign language. That's called language deprivation. Please look it up. American Sign Language is the appropriate way to serve the deaf community, especially seeing how the State School for the Deaf is right here in this city, and many graduates have settled in this city over the years. It was an afterthought. Yes, you got it later. You added an interpreter on later, but that video also froze after 7 minutes, so yet and still the deaf community is without this knowledge. It is imperative that when someone calls for a press conference, they call for the sign language interpreter. They know how to do it. They prove that they did because they've gotten a sign language interpreter after the fact. But if you can call up everybody and say, let's meet up, you can call up the agency and say, let's have a sign language interpreter for this life-saving information for all residents of Flint, Michigan. Very disappointed. I've been coming out here for the past 2-3 months as faithfully as I can, to get out here to advocate for my people, and it ironically is falling on deaf ears. It's unfortunate, but I want you to know that it's very important that you get an on-site, live interpreter so that information isn't missed out on, because the afterwork, the afterthought that you thought you did to fix it, that didn't work either. So please, while you stand up there next to the mayor with this life-saving information, and he might have forgot, remind him, because I come up here for a reason. Thank you.
The next speaker is Diane Thornton.